Hello everyone, welcome to our group project presentation. The title for this project is Applications of Geometry in Real Life. We would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Muhammad Alif bin IBRAHIM.
And my name is HAKIM NASSIR.
And my name is MUSTAQIM bin ISMAIL.
And I, Muhammad Alif AIMAN bin ZANAINI.
We are from class D1 CS 1431B. After a long discussion, we decided to choose one case about building and another one case about daily life scene. Case 1, under Kaaba. Case 2, volleyball. History of Kaaba. Kaaba is the building at the center of Islam's most important mosque, the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. It is the most sacred site in Islam. It is also considered by Muslims to be the Baitullah, house of God, and is the Qibla, direction of prayer for Muslims around the world when performing Salah. The current structure was built after the original building was damaged during the siege of Mecca in 683. How big is the Kaaba? The cube-shaped structure is roughly 50 feet or 15 meters high, and it is about 35 by 40 feet, 10 by 12 meters at its base. More about Kaaba. Kaaba was constructed of grey stone and marble. It is oriented so that its corner roughly correspond to the points of the compass. Did you know? The Kaaba is covered with an enormous cloth of black brocade called kiswa. Geometry applications in Kaaba. The shape of Kaaba is more or less a cuboid, meaning it is quite a stable structure with three pillars inside supporting its roof.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For my section, I will talk about geometry application and calculation for the measure of the Kaaba. First of all, perimeter is a formula that consists of the sum of all measurements of the circumference for the material. For the calculation of the perimeter formula, we can see at the top right for this page. The calculation is explained about the gross perimeter of the building size. If we look at the size of the exterior of the building plan, which is included with the Shadarwan parts, this is a part of the building size. It can be said slides is a base for the Kaaba. For the application to calculate its perimeter is 13.16 plus 11.28 plus 12.84 plus 11.53 and is equal to 48.81. For the second one, I apply the area formula inside for this part. The area formula that I write on the page is length multiplied by width. For the calculation of the area formula, we can see at the bottom right from this page. The equation is about the area of the building sites. If we look again at the length of each side, the side for the building at the picture, it have different side lengths. So I just did a rough calculation instead in the calculation. The calculation is open bracket 1/2 open bracket again 13.1 C plus 11.84 close bracket and close bracket again times open bracket 1/2 open bracket again 11.53 plus 11.28 close bracket and close bracket again. The calculation is equal to 148.26. In this part, I will discuss about the volume formula. To calculate volume, we will need to multiply length by width and height. From that, we can calculate the gross volume of Kaaba like the formula that have at the right side page. The calculation will be bracket 10 plus 10 18 per 2 multiplied by bracket 12.04 plus 11.68 per 2 multiplied by 14, or easy way to understand is like the calculation that I wrote on the page. The answer would be 1675.3436. This is all that I can discuss with you in this time. And also this is the end part for my section in this presentation. Thank you.
Hi, I want to tell you a little bit about the history of the volleyball. Volleyball has come a long way from the dusty old YMCA gymnasium of Holyoke, Massachusetts in USA, where the visionary William G. Morgan invented the sport back in 1895. They started with a latex bladder made from a material similar to that of a bicycle tire. Then they added a second layer made of cloth and covered the whole thing with a third and final layer made of leather. With that, the first ever volleyball was created. Since 2008, more modern balls have been standardized to a weight of 9 to 12 ounces and a ball circumference of 25 to 27 inches in diameter. Volleyball court. Volleyball court is a smooth surface court 9 meters or 30 feet wide by 18 meters or 60 feet long, divided by a center line into two equal areas, one of which is selected by or assigned to each of the two competing teams. A line 3 meters or 10 feet from and parallel to the center line of each half of the court indicates the point in front of which a backcourt player may not drive the ball over the net from a position above the top of the net. Official net height. In the middle of the court are 2.4 meters or 8 feet for men and 2.2 meters or 7.4 feet for women.
Now, let's calculate about the things that relate to volleyball. As you can see here, this is court volleyball. Court volleyball divided to two sections, which is big and small rectangle. Calculation for the big volleyball court, or called as serving area, is 21 meter times 12 meter. Calculation for the small rectangle, which is started for the center line to end line at both sides, is 9 meter times 18 meter. Right, so the perimeter for the big rectangle is 21 plus 12 plus 21 plus 12 equals 66, and the perimeter for the small rectangle is 18 plus 9 plus 18 plus 9 equals 54, and the perimeter center line to attack line, which is the smallest rectangle in the court volleyball, is 9 plus 6 plus 9 plus 6 equal 30. Okay, so now we move for calculation for net volleyball. A net with a width of 1 meter long and is 10 cm square mesh. The top of the net is 2.43 meter above the center line of the court for men's competition and 2.24 meter for women's competition, varied for veterans and junior competition. Now let's calculate about the net. Area of the net. Area of the net, 9 times 1 equals 9. Perimeter of the net is 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 equal 20 meter. Area net mesh is 10 times 10 equals 100 cm squared. Perimeter net mesh is 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 40 cm. This is because net mesh is a square. Okay, so let's move about the calculation of ball. Here, as you can see, the volleyball is a sphere. So the volume of sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube, which is r is a radius. So radius, how to find radius. The formula of the radius is diameter over 2. And what we got here, 4.075. So let's move to the volume. Volume, as I said, 4 over, the formula is 4 over 3 pi r cube. Right, so as we can see here, 4 over 3 times 22 over 7 times 4.075 cube. The volume I get is 283.5610. Okay, next we move for the circumference ball. The formula of the circumference ball is a 2 pi r, and we got here 2 times 22 over 7 times 4.075, and we got the 22.6143 for the circumference ball. So we move to the surface area. The formula of the surface area is a 4 pi r squared equal 4 times 22 over 7 times 4.075 squared, and we got 208.7564. And the last one is a cross section area, which is the formula is pi r squared. So equal 22 over 7 times 4.075 squared, and we got the 52.20. Now that's all for the calculation about everything that relate to the volleyball. Thank you.
In conclusion, geometry is widely used in our life, from architecture to tessellation and such. Geometry is a very valuable knowledge for one to learn. So, I think more people should care to increase their knowledge in this subject. That is all from us. Thanks for watching.